All right, Mike, before we go into the internet weather, I just want to compliment you on your excellent quarantine beard.
Yeah, thanks. I mean, the hair, I have no choice. The beard, just kind of, doing what I can. Also enjoy yours.
Thank you very much. All right, let's get into it. So the top 10 most probe ports from the last week. There's been a couple movers and shakers here. Port 23 TCP is back in the top. That's Telnet, of course, followed by port 80 TCP, which is up 3 slots, and that is plain old HTTP. In third place, we have 80 ICMP, which is ping, followed by 443 TCP, which is down 3 slots. That's HTTPS. 1433 TCP is down 1 spot. That's MS SQL Server. And the next 4 spots, 445, 5555, 3389, and 22, did not move. And if I could do this all correct me in one go, I'll be proud of myself. That is SMB, Android Debug Bridge, Remote Desktop, and SSH. And then down in 10th place, up 2, is 8545, which I believe is Ethereum. Going on to the most sources probing. So this is a number of different endpoints that are probing for a certain port and not a measure of the volume of the probes. We have a lot of movement in the report this week. The top two, 445 and 23, have not moved. 1433, again, MS SQL Server is up 2 slots. 80 is up 3 slots. 8080 is an alternate web port that is up 3 slots as well. 443 is up 6 places. That's a big move. 80 ICMP again is ping, that's up 2. 53 UDP is DNS, that is up 5 spaces. 5555 Android Debug Bridge is up 2, and then 81 TCP, which is another alternate web port, that is holding steady at 10. So taking a look at MS SQL Server, there has been a major uptick in the last week or so, peaking out around 16,000 scan sources per hour. Most of these are in China and Egypt, and I think last time I was on the show, there was a large number of them from Iran, but it seems to have shifted. I wanted to bring to people's attention a really interesting article that I found that does not directly relate to this uptick in scanning, but may provide an explanation for the attack mechanisms that are possibly in play here. Really interesting work by Gardacore. They're calling this Vulgar, and it shows how if you manage to get into an MS SQL server by brute forcing passwords, the sorts of things you can do, the kind of commands you can execute, and basically you've got command execution on the box. You can do all sorts of interesting things. So I recommend that you guys read this one if you're interested as to why MS SQL Server is even a target in the first place. Any thoughts, Mike, before we go on?
No, I mean, just wondering also if potential for more adoption of, say, Azure, right, for cloud services from SQL maybe contributes to increasing some of these numbers. We talked about, had the story earlier on misconfiguration. You can misconfigure any service, and we have seen misconfiguration of these kind of Azure hosted SQL servers.
That's a good point. It's one of those things that I always kind of wonder why someone put a database connection on the internet. Maybe they think that password protection is sufficient, but ultimately I don't think it is. Basically, if you've got something that only a handful of other hosts can connect to, the very least you can put a firewall in front of it and restrict it to those hosts. But apparently enough people don't do that. Going over to HTTPS 443 TCP, and this one is particularly interesting. I brought a 30-day graph to show you guys, and you can see that there's a regular pattern of scanning, and then all of a sudden, far on the right, there's a massive spike in the number of scanning sources. Huge. Like, wow. This is sources and not volume. So it is a big increase in the number of sources, and majority of these sources are in a Swedish provider. So somebody there has a scanning project for some particular application on 443. Without actually being the recipient of one of those scans, it's very hard to tell exactly what it is they're looking for. We could speculate. I mean, the only things I can think of that. No, I'm not going to speculate. I'm going to leave it up to the viewer's imagination. So we'll do that. And those are the two I chose to highlight for this week. So that's our internet weather.